yo, I'm, yeah. Yeah, and where we from?
I'm from the A.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah.
For me.
Yo, I'm on my small hard fitted. Dale Murphy jersey, 5-point chillin'. Mookie Blade like illin'. Cleveland Air BP, box of Dutch getting. Speakers in the one of truths and vows, yeah, I did it. Rice Street, 3 days downstairs, lived it. 95 freak me, changed the whole city. Welcome to Atlanta, 96 Olympic. Back and forth, born home, Harry, home, get it. Georgia Dome, Michael Vick, yeah, we still miss.
Say, man, what's going on? It's supposedly supposed to be 8 o'clock, but it's not. It's a little after 8 o'clock. But hey, it's the Real Atlanta Podcast. We here. Co-host is Chris. Hey, got my co-host right here, Kimmy B over here.
What up?
Man, the plan, man, DJ Lab. We know it's Sunday, y'all. We know we're a little tired today, but you know it's all good. Hey, it better be late than never. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So we're here today, Sunday, man. We're gonna just check on everybody like we usually do. Check on everybody, see how your week went. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed to me like I sound like a broken record, but you know, hey, it goes so fast. Like we back in this thing, like we were licking this shit.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we back. So these days be going my fast. So we know we got this time. We gotta keep this time. Do something with your time, please. Right. You know what I'm saying. So, but yeah, this week, but you know, working and trying to keep it in the road as usual. You know what I'm saying. Trying to find new ideas. Trying to put pieces to the puzzle. Trying to make it, make everything fit. Also, just brainstorming. Thinking of a master plan as always.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. How about yourself, Kim?
It's been a good week. It was super fast, but it's definitely been a good week. Listen, I'm hiding behind the shades and I'm hiding behind the shades and the glasses today because maybe I have had no sleep.
Okay.
But listen, it was for a good reason though, like celebrating, because I don't like go out and do none of the stuff that I used to. So when I do go out, I like to go and just have fun and let my hair down and be free. So yesterday was my mom's birthday, and she passed away. She passed away on her birthday. So yeah. So listen, it was just one of them things or whatever. So chilling with my homegirls. Her birthday is starting this week, and just loving on my girlfriends. That's key to me and who I am. Like my girlfriend circle is everything. So to get to celebrate with them and us just laugh and talk, like that gives me a sense of happiness. So I definitely love my friend circle. So for sure. Of course.
For sure.
Yeah.
How about you, Lad? What you got cracking over there?
Podcast classes, but I did DJ a party yesterday.
Okay,
I want to say thank you to Harper for letting me
Harper High, baby.
Let's go.
The high.
let me DJ they 30th class reunion.
Yes,
It was a
95,
ball.
what's happening?
Class of 95. We had a ball. We had a good time last night. And yeah, I did that. You know, I love the DJ, so that was like a love thing.
Plus for you.
I love
Yeah.
the DJ, but the taking down and putting up part is what you.
Hey, you need your
Man.
crew. You're gonna need
Yeah,
your crew.
you do.
Yeah, I know that has to be like.
It takes an
wow.
hour to set
Yeah.
up and an hour to take down.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Man,
Yeah.
it takes you a minute, but once you get it up and get it going, and all the sweat dripping off of you and change your shirt out,
right,
you be
right,
good to
right.
go.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that. I had a good time. Other than that, that's about it. We back at it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
How
it.
about you?
Well, yeah, that's pretty cool. Huh?
Yo, you already said what you
Oh
did.
yeah. You know, just finding pieces of these puzzles.
Casting
you know,
checks and
doing
paying
that thing,
bills,
you know,
right?
whatever. Hey, look, boy, but Destiny Child, can you pay my bills?
Yeah, how about that? How about
Checks
that?
and paying bills.
Like, look, for real, man. Like, for real. So today's topic we're going to talk about, you know what I'm saying, we try not to be too serious, but we're going to be serious today, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But it's like, we're asking the question, like, why are we dying so young? Like, not only from the, from violent crimes and all that, but, like, people in our age group, and people, in our circle, like, why are we dying so young? So, we came up with a few key points. And I think, like, the first parts of it is really been the stress.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Stress coming from different angles, like,
Right.
finances, relationships, and your job. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and see, we trying to, like, okay, we know these things. Like, we always talk about what's going on, but sometimes we want to get to solutions or try to give out solutions of stuff, you know what I'm saying, to try to help us out. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, like, because we stress, and it's like a normal thing to stress. You know what I'm saying? It's normalcy too. You know what I'm saying? So you will be stressing because your mind go like, I know a person like me, my mind goes 100 miles per hour. So
Right.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm always thinking about this and thinking about that. So even when I'm laying down, sometimes I have to calm myself down to relax. You know what I'm saying? So we be stressed out about things, and sometimes you stress about things that's not necessities. You know what I'm saying, in your life, you know what I'm saying? But it's just a normal thing to do. Like, you be thinking about this, thinking about that, thinking about, and you stressing yourself, you know what I'm saying? You're having these chronic illnesses because you've been stressing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so, like, it's like, we try to see, can we figure out a way not to stress, but it's just like, man, you be thinking about this stuff, and then, we got the way this world is set up right now. It's like, so many things have changed, like, as far as, like, prices of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got things costing hella prices, you know what I'm saying? We was talking today, and we was like, man, you got to get back to the point of even growing your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? Get back to that because it's like, man, you stressing because you got that'll probably help with some of the stress of a financial way, because we got hey man, this stuff, everything high. You go and then it's crazy because you would go to places, to stores, but you checking prices now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you did. You just throw that in the
you
cart.
might, at the time you throw it in the bucket or whatever
Yeah.
you're doing, and you
Yeah,
spending
for
money,
sure.
like, you know what I'm saying? But nowadays it's like you can't, because everything is so high as far as, like, even from the food to the way of living. You know what I'm saying? Gas up and down, round and round.
But you know, but you know what? I think the stresses of life. So that could be anything from stressful relationship,
Right.
stressful marriage,
Yeah.
finances.
Right.
Finances is top.
That's top. Yeah.
Finances are at the top of the thing. That's before relationships, and I mean that.
Yeah.
Your job. So us even breaking those tiers down to say, let's start with finances, because people not having enough to just even survive and pay bills, or feel like they can't be the man of the house, or they can't be, the woman that they need to be, because they're not able to provide and do these things. That does put a stress on you, because you're not able to do those things. And you got people like, I'm talking about like CEOs of this, that, and the other. If something happens with their business, they are like literally, I'm talking about suicide, the whole nine, just for financial reasons. So finances alone, and even finances in relationships would tear marriage apart. It would tear a relationship apart. Because if that person is no longer able to provide, if they lost their job or having to take a pay cut or any type of thing like that. And let me just say this, so for relationships, that's why you have to be careful in picking your partner. Because if something does happen, that's why you take somebody for better or for worse. That man may not always be on top. Something probably would happen with him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Financially. You got to step in and make sure that you're doing your part too. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that we don't miss a beat because you're doing what you need to do. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, that's why I say relationships are super hard, because if you need to step in, and it's fine to do that and say, hey, babe, I got you. He needs to know that too, or she needs to know that if they're taking that major role on, they feel like all this pressure is on them. So if you feel like you're failing because you got laid off or your hours got cut or whatever the case may be, that's when the whole partnership needs to come in. Babe, I got you. Don't even worry about it. You understand what I'm saying? So those days of maybe the wife just staying at home, depending on how much he makes or whatever, and you want her to stay at home, it's not like that nowadays.
No.
You have got to be able, I'm talking about the two, you have got to be able to, y'all got to figure that out together. You can't just have that on that man, or you can't just have it on that female.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
and that's another part of what I was saying about the stress that comes from the financial way, because the stressful, and that would then, when you help each other, you becoming one, right, whatever, that takes the stress off. That's longevity. Like you could be around here, hey man, you took a load on my shoulder. You know what I'm saying? So that's helping with my stress level. You know what I'm saying? Because some people be like, most black men, we always running around. We're gonna be the man, so we're trying to be the man. So we figuring out all kind of ways, like, cause something like cause life does life. It lives. You know what I'm saying? And things are changing.
Yeah.
It's changing every day.
Every day.
It's
Yeah.
changing every day. So it's like, hey man, I'm trying not to stress about it, cause you know what I'm saying. I be at that point sometimes myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, things change up and down, 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 and you be like, boy, all this on your mind, and you still trying to have a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying, with your partner, what you run. And then sometimes that stress interferes with it. You know what I'm saying? So, but you trying not to make that interfere with it, because you just have so much on your mind, and you're trying to get it out. So we need some kind of release.
But you being in a partnership though, that's why it's called a partnership.
Right, for sure.
It's not a one-man band. It's a partnership.
Right.
And that's what you should feel like. You know what I'm saying? We are in this ship together.
You're gonna be a solo act.
So even if it's not a financial thing, we're talking about money and stuff like that. I can remember, even with my last relationship, the emotional part of it, that I was not able to let go of certain things emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Because I just held this thing because I was used to, you know what I'm saying, handling the household and blah, blah, blah. So when something big came up, and this man in my life that I did not allow him to be the man and step in, where he could definitely fill those shoes, I didn't let him do that. So at this one particular time, and he said, Kim, I'm here. Let me be here for you. And when I tell you, at that very moment, and I let go, when I tell you, I felt so good, because I was used to holding it all. I got it. He told me, he said, Kim, what you got me here for? When he said that and I let it go, when I tell you, it was like the air had been let out of the balloon. But I didn't let him in, because I was holding this stuff like I had to. So that's why I said sometimes we got to release. So what is the thing that they say? Your control. A lot of people think that control is you owning stuff or you having this thing. Control is in the release. Control is in the release of you letting these things go.
Right.
To the right people.
Right.
That's why you have teams and stuff. You gotta be able to delegate and let this. You can't do it all by yourself. So people need to know that. That's why you have a community or people around you that you trust. You gotta start trusting these people to take some of this pressure off you and the stress in these different areas of your life. Cause why else do you have them in your circle?
Right.
Why?
I think a lot of times people have a hard time explaining what it is they need for this person to do to take the stress off. So it may not be intentional. It may be more of a, I need some help, but what area? Because to be honest with you, we want to control it to a point to where, because we already know what to do. We already know how to respond. We already know what pot to take out or whatever. So we control these things because we've been doing it for so long, and we have our own system and ways of doing it. So when we have somebody else come in, we get nervous because if they're gonna do it like I need them to do it, are they gonna take care of it like I want them to take care of it? And then it becomes a back and forth because I'm trying to take care of it, but you keep asking me questions about it. So I'm just gonna let you do it. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually that tug and war becomes played out, and the rope breaks, and somebody gonna fall over. So I
agree.
I think that's all about being so independent.
Right.
So you're being so independent that you know what you was talking about. You're so used to doing anything on your own, independent wise. So when you have a partnership, it's supposed to be a partnership. That takes a lot of the stress off you in the relationship. So that means like when y'all got together, that supposedly, you know what I'm saying, once you get to know that this person is able or capable or trying to, be able to take care of things or help you take care of things, that's supposed to be a stress release. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, so basically that the relationship, and then go to the job. Like the job, you have a job, and the job is causing you so much stress. I'm telling you, if the job is causing you stress, well, hate to say this, but you got to get the hell on.
Yeah, that's. I mean, to your credit, that's easy to say, but it's hard to do.
It's hard to do. When you you don't want to just drop off, and you know what I'm saying. But sometimes they say you have to go. Hey man, you either gonna stay there and be stressful and die early, or just go on faith.
But you know what? I am a person that I never took PTO like that. I never took days, just a mental day.
Got you.
I never did that. So somebody that was in my life to say, Kim, you got all these days. Why don't you do XYZ and blah, 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 being a workaholic? That's what those days are designed for. For you to take a break.
So you want to go postal.
Right. To take a break, because once you need that time to unplug, so that when you come back and plug back, you can plug back in the right way. You see what I'm saying? So it's okay to take that. So even like when I was talking to Chris, even about how we do the podcast here every week and stuff like that, I said sometimes, hey, we might not do a Sunday. It just needs to be a week where we just take a day and say, hey, we focusing on our family, or we just focusing on ourselves.
Right.
We'll see y'all next week, and it's fine, and it's okay.
Right.
You see what I'm
Those
saying?
Who gonna rock what you gonna rock with
Yeah, bottom line. And it'll be okay. But my thing is, you sit up here and work your ass to the bone for these jobs and stuff like that. You goddamn get out of here today, croak out. They gonna have somebody in your desk
Monday.
on the following business day.
Clock you out first.
Yeah.
Hey,
On the following business day.
Not no 2 weeks, the following day.
The following business day.
The following
Right.
business day, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and then for him to just say something that is used as a stress, that makes you know it's about stress. He said about going postal. We know that everybody at that job in the post office, they always say, and I know that's right. I know it's for a fact. I know people who work at the post office and how stressful it is.
Yeah.
It makes them go postal.
Right.
And that's a term. Going postal.
It is.
Going to shoot that joint up. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't flip that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of releasing that stress and taking them little days, like, hey man, I'm gonna take off.
Sometimes you just gotta take a day.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta. If you start on your way to work and you like, I don't want to go here. I've done it many times.
Right.
I've been on my way to work and I say, you know what, I can't do it.
Yeah. Turn it around. Turn that car around.
And then I have the attitude of, if I'm not here today, or whatever, if I'm mentally not prepared to be here today, if they don't like it, they don't get rid of me anyway. It's like they'll find a reason. Me taking a mental day, I could be like, no, I ain't gonna take no mental day. I don't want to be off work. And then tomorrow they be like, well, you didn't cross that T properly when you sent that email out, so we're gonna have to let you go because in Georgia, there's a right to work state. They can get rid of you for any reason. I always think about that. So me not taking a mental health day because I don't want to get fired is never going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm always going to take my days.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take days I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
I've told many jobs, look, I'm not going to be here today. They be like, well, you don't have any PTO. I'm like, okay, I just won't get paid today.
Yeah.
I'm still not going to
And
be
I'm okay
here.
with that.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's what you got to be able to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to work. You got to, like they say, y'all always trying to take care. And I've been a victim of this, trying to take care of everybody but myself.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Sit back, hey, boy, you got to take care of you. But, boy, you only got one you. You know, like we said, like, we stressed out about this, and one term that came up with, I was thinking about, Ken, when we talked about it, I said, you always say, you only got one life. No, you only live once. They say that. No, you only die once.
Right.
You live every day.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? So you want to live every day that you don't want to have to die so early. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like, you know, so we got to figure out, like, hey, man, am I gonna look out for me? Look in the mirror like what? But like Michael Jackson said, man in the mirror. You gonna look out for you, or you gonna look out for everybody else and worry about when you.
But you know what? But you know what? When you look back on in the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, our parents, our grandparents, all they did was work. And then you get to the point where they don't even have a chance to enjoy what they worked for.
Right.
You so busy providing, you know what I'm saying, for your family to have a roof over their head and all this, that, and the other. You don't even get to take a vacation, take time off. Like, what am I working for?
Right.
Also, like, truly, what am I working for?
If most people sat back who are our age and sat back and just thought about the things that they have, not just cars and stuff like that, just possession wise as far as moving forward, or a lot of them will see it. I'm one of them. We'll see, like, I've been working all this time and I really don't have much to show for it. And a lot of people don't reflect on those things that you have to sit back and say to yourself, man, I've been working, like, I've been loyal to jobs and working jobs, and I've never been fired. I've always either got laid off or I moved on. But and then you sit back at 50, 55 and say, like, what do I really have to show for that time that I've spent the last 30 years or 40 years, whatever the case may be, working? What do I have to show for it? Because I can't retire now. You get what I'm saying? I can't retire today. So what do I really have to show for it? And I don't think a lot of people realize that sometimes we got to sit back, we got to live. And when I say live, I don't mean live and just be existing. You can't just exist. A lot of people think existing is living, and it's not. You have to live, like, you have to enjoy your life, your kids, your family, your hobbies. All those stuff encompasses in you living. And a lot of people don't do that on for real. That's why we all be so stressed out.
Yeah.
We don't breathe. We don't breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what's wrong with taking a breath, just even if it is for a day? And listen, so when you do, and let me just say this, so when you do take that day off and say, I'm not going in, I'm not doing nothing. If you take that day off, don't take that day and you running errands all over the place, you cleaning up the house and all that stuff. I mean, for you to literally take a day where you do something for you. You don't cook that day. You don't do anything. Massage. Staycation. Go out to eat. Let somebody serve you. I'm talking about, like, real stuff. Don't have a day where you run an errand. That's not a day off, y'all.
Yeah.
It is a day on still. It's a day on. You might well go back to work.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, take a day off totally. Yeah.
People don't realize we only get one day off a week. We only get one. Saturday is the only full day that we have off to ourselves.
Yeah.
Because Sunday we're getting ready for Monday.
Yep.
So
getting ready for Monday.
Right. And if we do take a day off, we can't take a day off and be worried about tomorrow. Right. How much work I'm going to have when I get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many emails I'm going to read because I ain't come in today. That's, I mean, they want you to think like that.
Yeah.
They want you to be consumed with nothing but work.
Yeah.
So you either worried about losing it or worried about, mainly worried about losing it, but definitely worried about not making enough of it. So I think it's a vicious cycle that we all live, but our parents taught us this.
Right, for sure.
Our
But I
grandparents
want
taught
us to be
this.
able to break that because it's costing us our health. I want us to be able to start breaking this thing because it is okay.
Right.
That's not making you lazy, or even when I used to take a day off, I like super felt guilty because I was doing nothing. I felt like I just had to be doing something. I had to condition myself to be like, girl, even if I stayed in bed and had the covers up to my neck watching some stuff on TV or whatever, that was my day to do absolutely. I'm talking about sloshing around the damn house. I'm talking about sloshing, okay? With the house shoes. You see what I'm saying? And not feel bad about it. You earned that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You earned that.
Most definitely.
You got people that are professional sloshers, okay?
Yeah.
On demon time, they professional sloshers.
Right.
But I'm talking for the people that have earned that. You gotta celebrate yourself. Like, I earned this. I'm taking this whole day.
This belongs to me.
So,
Yes.
So in other words, we're thinking that like that could be a solution to some of the stress. Take time for you. And another thing, what we think like we're on the key points, when you sit around and you're harboring resentment, and you got resentment,
Unforgiveness.
hatred in your heart. You know what I'm saying? You sitting there hating a person, and you haven't forgave the person. You know what I'm saying? And like you still ain't forgave yourself first. You got, like I said, you got to forgive yourself. And you forgive this person. Like you up and hate the person. You stressing yourself out about hating this person. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's a past relationship, something I did to you. You know what I'm saying?
And that person has clearly moved on, not even thinking about you, and you harboring that stuff in your heart. They gone on to 10 different things, but you sitting here still holding this thing in. When do you release that and let that go? When do you do that?
Sometimes the hurt is a lot more than just letting go. It's more than just the hurt that you're dealing with. You're also dealing with the fact that I can't believe this person done this to me.
Right.
So you're dealing with that shock as well. So you got two things you're dealing with. You're dealing with the hurt and the shock because of the
But I'm
person
saying,
that
but
did
when
to you.
do you people hold on that stuff for 20, 30 years? When do you let it go? When is it okay to let it go? And that's one thing that we posted on our podcast. I mean, for a post. It's not about, sometimes just you letting go is not enough. You have got to amputate that thing, which is meaning cutting off that infected part that's infecting your whole body. So you got to end up cutting that thing off, for you to be able to move on. Yes, that's gonna hurt, but I'm saying, like, at what point do we do that? I don't want to hold this thing with people 20 years from now. I just like, damn. So that shows no growth with me.
Right.
I want to let that shit go. Know.
Again, that release button. You got to find that
Release.
button.
Let it
in
go.
that situation. You know what I'm saying? In the harbor, like, hey man, listen,
And them people ain't even thinking about your ass, and you still up here holding.
you got to learn to forgive and forget.
And that's you said something right there, Chris. A lot of people don't know how to.
They don't know.
And forget.
They think they know how to forgive, but in actuality, they're not forgiving. They're only repurposing that anger. So what happens is they may not see that person for a while, and they may think they have forgiven them, but as soon as they see it, it comes right back to the top, comes right back to the surface. So they just repurpose it. Oh, I ain't seen them in a while, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they see it, it's right back on. So they haven't forgiven. They've only, tamped it down enough because they haven't seen the person or
So
what.
they see it jump right
I
back.
know it,
back
but still, at what point, even if something resurfaces to the point where it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't care how many times you end up seeing them, you will never get me back to where I was 10 years ago. How do you get there?
That's a
How do you get
question
there?
to answer.
Because I don't want somebody to have that type of control over me, and I'm talking about, and I'm talking about, I've grown now, and I'm here, and I'm elevating and stuff like that. But if I see you at a function or something like that, now you done set me back 10
It's on
years.
site.
That's what I'm saying, on site. I don't want nobody to have that type of control over me.
Right.
That's bullshit. No.
Right.
I know. That's a no for me. Like, no, I'm not finna give nobody that type of control over my life. No.
The person has that power, they control you, they got that kind of power, they control
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to figure out a way to, you know what I'm saying, to get that, you know what I mean? Get that from you, man. It's like, man, you see him harboring all these things on somebody who probably, that person, now, first of all, do you acknowledge it? You know what I'm saying? I think, to release it, you have to acknowledge it, that it is a problem. You know what I'm saying? And making you feel this way.
So just like somebody that has a alcohol problem or a drug problem, like the first step is you taking accountability, or you even acknowledging that you have a problem. Yeah, you gotta acknowledge that thing. I agree.
You acknowledge it, you know it.
Yeah.
I mean, they say knowing is half the battle. So once you know something, you know it. Okay, boom. Okay, now you know that it's a problem. That this is affecting my health and my well-being.
Yeah.
When I'm thinking about this hatred and harboring this hatred that I have, it's really just cutting my life short.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we gotta understand that all these things that we do to that it's really affecting us, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's affecting our health because we steadily letting all this come down on us. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, hey man, you gotta be a free bird. You know what really and truly, man, I think about it. I see people like who are and it's the same thing go with this. I see people like who are vegans. Those people are the most relaxed people. They have like they take their time doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? They feel like, you know, it's just a whole thing, and that goes to another point where, you know, we're going on about this because, you know, what goes on while we dying so early because of the stress from them animals. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't start eating meat again. You know, I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't start eating meat again because I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about my health. You know, I'm thinking about things like that. But then I'm thinking about the stress that comes from them animals when they're getting killed and stuff. They know what's going to happen to them in the slaughterhouses and stuff like this. I know people who work at slaughterhouses, like the chicken houses. They say once them chicken finna ready to go down the thing to get their head chopped out, they start shitting all. You know what I'm saying? It just stinks up the place because they know that they know it's finna go. The nervousness comes from that. You know what I'm saying? So that's stress through their body. You know what I'm saying? Even with the cow and the pig, but you see more pigs jumping out of these trucks. Then they don't know what they get up out. They trying to get up out. They know what's going on. They know they're going to the slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So the stress, even running when they're running and they're getting hunted down. You know what I'm saying? It's like things are that we eat is protecting our body. We're taking on upon that stress as well.
Yeah.
So you know what I'm saying?
So definitely the eating
Right.
habits.
Yeah, the eating habits.
Because even in our communities,
Right.
it's the chicken wing spots every corner. It's the liquor stores on every corner. It's all this type of stuff. And you can go out into a different county and you will not see none of it. But in our neighborhood, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get his name right. Q Moshani. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Q Motion. I'm gonna say it like that. Says great topic. Accountability and self-healing is needed. Our food and the media we consume affects us too.
Right.
And that's what I was saying, that on every corner it's a liquor store, it's a chicken wing place, it's a this, that, and the other.
Right.
And it's always, they adding on, if you look at all the fast food restaurants, they're always adding on something that you can, that they topping these burgers with this, they doing this, that, and the other. So, you know what I'm saying? You can get a number one with a pig head and, you know what I'm saying, with extra cheese. Like I'm being for real.
Man, listen.
But that's why I say, so, and that's the thing too, that, so before my 50th birthday last year, 3 months before my 50th birthday, I end up going strictly vegan. When I tell you I got down to 130 some pounds, I was not drinking, I was not doing none. I was super disciplined, exercising the whole nine. You see what I'm saying? We can do these things. I'm talking about cooking nothing but fresh vegetables from the farmer's market. This, I mean, fruits, juicing, the whole nine. You can do that. My thing is, when we're not prepared, so yeah, it's a lot to meal prep. So say for instance, I did my tuna today and my things and my salad and stuff because I know how busy my week is. I can just go downstairs, put that salad together because it's already done. If I don't have that stuff already prepared, now I'm scraping and scrambling like, oh, you know what, let me do an Uber Eats right quick, or let me go down here to the corner and pick this stuff up. That's because you're not prepared. You understand what I'm saying? When you're prepared, you don't go and rush it around with the bullshit. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So for us to already be ready and not have to get ready, that's for real.
Yeah. And that comes like we talk about the food, like even when we were younger, the food was getting prepared.
prepared.
You know what I'm saying? We eat more home for cooked food, and people in better health.
Listen.
Now, you get something
Right.
right now. You go through a drive-through.
Right. But listen, even back in the day, only time we used to eat out was on a Friday when mom and daddy got paid.
Yeah.
Other than that, they cook Monday
Right.
through Friday.
Sunday,
Sunday
on down,
we probably had one day when they got paid. We probably went to Red Lobster. We probably went, you know what I'm saying, something like. Other than that,
Yeah.
meals were prepared, and that's just what that was. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, do you think we have the time to do that now? I mean, like, we
got to make
Loud.
we be so consumed with so many other things.
Loud.
We got to make
We
time.
have to let things go. I say that all the
No.
time. Like, I be like, man, I need to make time to, exercise and stuff, because I used to do it a lot.
Yeah.
And I was real in shape, but the problem I have now is that I feel like I just don't have the time.
But
By the time I
listen.
get out of work, do this podcast, cook dinner, and it's time to get ready for tomorrow.
But listen, you know what? We make time for things that we want to make time for.
Right.
So listen.
Right.
So if you take away your phone time a little bit while you strolling and doing this, that, and the other, you could have prepared your tuna. You could have prepared your salad.
Well,
you
I'm
could
doing that
have
while
walked
I'm
around the
doing something
neighborhood. What you say?
I'm doing that while I'm doing something else.
Or you scrolling.
I'm
You're in the conference room.
multitasking.
You're in the conference room.
I might be scrolling and cooking, or I might be scrolling
Yeah.
and reading or something.
But I'm
Or I
saying,
might-
for you to put that down for a 2nd and take that time to say, I'm gonna walk. And listen, you can still be on your phone and walk around the community. That's your exercise. It's all in how you prepare your mind to these things. You can put that into existence. You can. You could plan to go and be with your girlfriend. It's her birthday, or you this, that, and the other.
Right.
You can plan for you to walk around that track and do XYZ. Or you'll end up looking like what's the damn Professor Klump. You choose.
Yeah.
What's the song he said before he was getting ready to go out? Friday night.
Friday.
Great. Yeah, you choose.
Yeah, you choose.
You choose what you want to be.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, but taking your girlfriend out on her birthday, the prize at the end is a lot more satisfying. I'm just messing with you.
See what I'm talking about?
It's an end goal.
That's why you're making it a priority.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but I understand what you're saying. Like it goes back to me saying, like, gotta start with you, your self-motivation. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait till, like with me trying to change my situation now, you know what I'm saying? Don't wait till something happens. See, something happened to me, like, in 2015 that made me stop everything. I started going to the gym, started eating right, and my weight, just, my body felt better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You mess around and flip back. You know what I'm saying? When they say backslide, you know what I'm saying? And you get back,
And it's quick to backslide.
Yeah, man, because you feel like, okay, I'm okay now, or either I'm better, or either like you saying like, man, I ain't got time. But you got time to rush up out of here though. You rush yourself up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
But you know what? I think too that us taking accountability for when we see ourselves, because you look in the mirror at yourself every day.
Yeah.
So you know when you gain weight. You know when you losing. You know when you falling off. Like, you gotta be able to be okay with yourself. Be like, hey girl, hey. Listen, let me be real and transparent.
Right.
It was a couple podcasts ago. I looked on there. I said, "Ooh, yeah." I said, "Oh, goddamn!" I said, around that chin. I said, "Look at her, around that chin. We got to pull back."
right.
You see what I'm saying? So you got to have those moments where you check yourself. Who's better to check you than your damn self?
That's true.
So I want to be able to check in with Kim and say, "Hey, girl, listen." We got to pull back on XYZ. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be able to be active with my grandkids, not just be here.
Yeah.
I want to play with them. I want to do these things and stuff like that with them too. Like, no.
Let me show you one thing we hold on to so much stress as a people that what happens is the 1 minute or 2 minutes that we get to feel good, we eat. A lot of times, our stress relief is eating.
Yeah.
We might like, how they say, man, I sure want to get some of that fried chicken macaroni for mama today because we had a rough day, or we may have, something may have ticked us off. So now we thinking about something to eat because food always makes you feel better.
It's a comfort thing.
It's comforting thing. So
Yeah.
sometimes
you look at a person like, they didn't gain a lot of weight. You also have to say, well, how stressed are they? You know, how stressed is their life? Because it may not be a case of where they're eating just because they're greedy.
Yeah.
They may be eating just to try to release or, let some air out the balloon some kind of way. And that's the only way that they can think of doing it, because they might got kids coming at them. Their wife might be coming at soon, or husband might be coming at soon as they get home. Their
But
job
listen,
is on
but
them.
why not to be able to figure out how we could change the mindset to make that just a cheat day, and just say, hey, I'm eating bad today, blah blah blah, but I'm doing that 1 out of 7 days. You see what I'm saying?
Because the other 6 days you still getting the same stress you was getting on that one day that you cheated.
I'm saying, but how do you cope with that so you don't make it a comfortable thing?
I don't know how we. I mean, like I said, we hold on to a lot of stress. We hold on to a lot of stress as individuals, we hold on to a lot of stress as a couple.
But listen, but why not be able to channel that and do different stuff? Like go for walks, hiking, exercise. Like that's the best stress relievers too. You go to aerobics class, you go and do 3 miles around this and the other. Do you know how much steam and stuff that lets out? People they're not even willing to do that. You don't even know what it brings.
Yeah,
like you can
exercise
explore different ways to let off steam and stress. It don't have to be in a comforter just eating. So let me say this. So relationships too, when you get comfortable with somebody and they like to eat, so y'all eating together, we sitting here watching these series and stuff like that, eating late and all that kind of stuff, yeah, that adds on. So listen, on the flip side of that, you end up breaking up with somebody and you like, oh, I'm finna get myself together. So now you got all the motivation to work. You trying to show somebody. I'm finna show them. So I'm saying, so you find that motivation in some stuff like that. You can do that on a regular basis, not just in no envious stuff, or are you trying to show his ass? I'm finna show him what he missed. Watch this.
Right.
You got that same energy. You can do that just on a regular basis.
Yeah, but it's so much fun to show them what they.
It is. It is. But still.
Also, to flip it around, you and the person, y'all can work on each other. Y'all can motivate each other. If you're in a relationship with somebody, like, we was walking.
Accountability partner.
So we walking, we was saying, like, and when we was walking, we was like, dang, it's cool to walk. It's better to walk in nature. Because you get that whole, you know what I mean? Like, you get that whole thing. You go to the gym and you're on a treadmill. You're on a treadmill, you walking, but you ain't going nowhere.
So I never do a gym. I don't do a gym.
Yeah.
I have always worked out outside because I just feel better that way.
Yeah. They say you get that from the earth. You know what I'm saying? Get that energy from the earth. They also say just walk out. You know, another stress release is they say just walking out in the grass, shoes off.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Touch the earth. You know what I'm saying? So that might be a release button for somebody. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's so crazy? When I do go and do my miles and stuff, I see older couples together, or I see an older man or older woman. There is no reason in the world that us at our age, like, we can't get out there. You got people because they know the benefits of them walking. Your doctor even tell you, hey, do 30 minutes a day. You know, doing some kind of active something. You can't just sit around.
I got an aunt, she's 82 years old, right? She's moving around like she's 25. And I saw her today, and she was saying, what her thing is, stay moving.
Yeah.
Stay moving. She got steps in the house. She's going downstairs. She's doing this. She's moving around. You know what I'm saying? She stay by herself. But you know what I'm saying? And she's pretty good. You know, she's in pretty good. I don't know the real of her health, but she's doing good. You know what I'm saying? Even we had a family picnic the other week. She up there she's serving food. She in the line where they serving the food, and I said, man, y'all get my auntie out this line, man. She's like, oh no, I'm good. I'm chilling.
Cause anything that sits goes bad. So the older that they get, you see what I'm saying? The older that they get, they want to stay active and stuff.
Yeah.
You sit there, and like I say, the grandparents and older people sit in them chairs and all that stuff and just sit, knees going bad. Like you really not, no.
They say what they say, and a lot of them be like, hey, when they retire, they ain't gonna sit. They can't. I can't sit down because if I sit down, I'm gonna die. So that's their whole mind. Because they went to work for 50 years or 40 years, they've been going to work every day.
Yeah.
So they got to get up and move around. Like, they got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Like, even my granddad retired, he still was doing things. You know, he was doing things, a pickup truck, doing things, you know what I'm saying, stick around. He stayed around, he was like 91. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm just saying, like, you got to be able to keep going. You know what I'm saying? So that and that's a part of like what we was talking about. We don't already hit the points of the eating habits. You know what I'm saying? So your eating habit, you change your eating habits, and that's helping with us. You know what I'm saying? While we're dying, so so quickly.
So listen, with the eating habits, are we looking towards like leaning toward healthier choices? Not doing like a bunch of fried foods, like we plug it in like different things. Like, what does that even look like to some people? They don't even know where to begin. So we got to be able to help like figure that out. Where do you begin to say? Because you got people that has their way of eating has passed down through all these generations. That's all that they know. So how do I start this thing? How do you start that?
I think a lot of them got to be introduced to it by someone else. You know, somebody else got to introduce them. See, I've never been a person. I tell people all the time. My grandmother and them didn't pass anything down as far as recipes, and my grandmother and them didn't do that. So I don't know anything about collard greens and all that. So I don't eat any of that stuff either. So I always have tried to eat healthier. Like, I don't really eat fried foods. I bake everything or air fry it or whatever. So my thing has always been, but since I be hanging out with Slick, she said, okay, well, you eat healthier because all she knows is the grandmama stuff. You know how to make the corn, and it's not bad food. Don't get me wrong. That's what she knows. That's what she knows. But it's just a change because I didn't grow up with that. So if I grew up with it, it'd probably be different. But I think my grandmama didn't cook like that. That wasn't their thing. They wasn't in the kitchen cooking and all that. They was balancing checkbooks and working. So that was a different story for them. So I didn't have that whole recipe and you put this in here to make the neck bones. No, I didn't eat none of that stuff. I ate none of that stuff when I was growing up. Fortunately. But I think a lot of times what happens with us, and I don't mean to take up all the time. What happens a lot of times with us, once we are introduced to something different, we have to get used to it. Yeah. And we already used to this, so that's what we know. That's why we do it. It's just like anything. Once you're used to it, that's what you're gonna continue to do, right? Until you could figure out how to do something else. So
I think that it has to be. It starts with your mind. You making your mind up to change. You making your mind up to do something different. You make your mind. So sometimes you need motivation from somebody else, but self-motivation is the biggest key.
But even if somebody doesn't have that self-motivation thing, like I say, I do believe what Lab said. Sometimes you can have somebody that enter your life that puts this, that puts this light bulb over your head. You be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? To change just the way that you view things, period. Foods, health, all of that stuff. Be like, oh wow.
And I'm glad I do have that in my life. Have somebody like that.
You have to be open.
That's really trying to help me, do better because they're doing better. They prepare their food every day. Yeah. And somebody that wants something better for you because they see something in you. So you have to be open for them even wanting to even help you to change and see stuff from a different point of view. Cause they can see stuff that we can't, cause we so busy doing us. But I care about you enough to like, hey man, this is what we can do to improve X, Y, Z. Yeah. And if you ain't got that, but that's very important. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hey man, you got to be able to have that somebody in your corner. You know what I'm saying? Like the last say, get somebody introduce you to something.
So one of the other things we talked about was that somebody mentioned on Instagram was media, the intake we take with media and you like you said scrolling and start scrolling. All that stuff is bad. I've been noticing on Instagram how much more hateful it has gotten. Yeah. How much meaner everybody seems to be and angry everybody seems to be. And if you keep consuming them things, it can make you that way or it can make you sad. Yeah. So I think people need to learn how to do other things such as maybe reading a book or writing in a journal or something else besides consuming that. Because this is addictive.
That's another point I was going to say just what they were saying because it's like the fact is like, hey man, you consuming all that energy. You think you're not, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not, but you're looking at it and you get that in your mind. You're consuming all that, you know what I'm saying? So energy is another thing that brings stress. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be around the wrong person. Like a person can be around, you could be around a person and they bring that stuff around you. You like that shit jump right on you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And you might be having an okay day. You know what I'm saying? You like, man, that shit done jumped on you from what they got going on. It ain't got nothing to do with you. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get on the algorithm from the media, like he was saying. If you scroll on and click on to that, somebody fighting, this going on. So that's not gonna be
They're gonna keep
popping up. They're gonna keep popping up. You scroll looking at that shit. So all that negative stuff, all that negativity coming to you.
But
like,
you know what? That's just like anybody that you bring into your life. That's why I don't hug everybody. I hug people that I feel are genuine or humble and real people. I don't. Sometimes I just be like, hey, I won't hug them. And I am definitely a hugger. So if I do hug you, it's got to be something I feel comfortable with you. You see what I'm saying? So there's just like somebody that's dating different people and stuff like that. So now you got all these different things attached and energy attached to you. You understand what I'm saying? What they dealing with attaching to you. So now, like that's why I say you got to be careful who you even messing with. Cause those soul ties and that stuff get attached to you. I believe that wholeheartedly. You got to be careful
with people you even just friends in your circle. Yeah,
even that
their energy can transfer to you.
That transfers absolutely.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, people say you be acting funny, but my circle is very, 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 very small. Like I may have 2 or 3 or 4 people in it because I'm just. My thing is once I start talking to you and we start becoming friends, I can tell the energy. You know what I'm saying? And if the energy is not like I want it to be, I just distance myself from it because I just don't want to deal with that.
Well, I can read that
because listen, because you got people that are hating on you behind closed doors that'll come up to you and hug you at a function and loving you. Girl, I ain't seen you. What's that?
Right,
right. But they quick to hug you.
Right.
But that's that transfer of energy, that her negative energy or his negative energy on top of you. Then the people don't even really care about you like that. But they'll hug you like in broad daylight, like that's, and it's okay to not. No, we good. Hey, and leave them over there.
One thing we have to do is take care of ourselves and take care of our space because we don't know when our seasons are going to end. You know, a lot of our summers are, we think we have just a certain amount of summers, but we don't know that. We don't know when the season going to end. And we got to do better, not only just with our health, but just in general. We got to be able to say, you know, one of the biggest things why we have so much stress is because we don't know how to say no.
Man, this is I never tell you, I made a post today on Facebook. I said, no is the best stress for you. Saying no.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not doing it.
I'm always saying, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Or trying to make it happen. Even with my kids, or even in relationships, or even with people. Trying to be a people, trying to help out people all the time. And like, well, I'm trying to help them, I'm trying to help them. And really, you know, say, look at it, okay, I remember people used to call me, right? All the time, like, about money or other things. Like, I'm okay, I'm trying to help the people out because that's what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Helping the person out, like, man, look here, man. No, I ain't got it. No, I can't do it.
Yes.
Because,
What's wrong with that?
You got to be able to say that, and you feel like, well, I said no, and you be like, God damn, I feel so good saying no. You know what I'm saying? So that's letting you know that's a monkey I go back by saying no, because like people understand, like, and then I start looking at it like this. And I hate to be this way, but damn it, can I call you when I need you? You know what I'm saying? And you be around here. And it ain't even about calling when I need something. About calling when I just need somebody to talk to. Or just a listening ear. Or be able to say, hey, man, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Instead of me having to worry about me calling you and you first thing you doing is asking me for something. Or when I say no, well, you ain't even fucking with me no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't even fuck with me no more because I said no.
I told Slick one time, you know, as meeting people, I say, you know what? I just want nobody. I don't want people to need me. I don't want you to need me. Like I don't want to be your friend, but you need me in other ways. I just don't want nobody to need me.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she understood what I was saying, but it was just like with me, I deal with my kids, my mom, and all that. I just don't want nobody to need me for anything. If I'm your friend, it's just because I'm your friend. If you want to pull up, you pull up. We talk. We got the same interests in DJ and all that stuff. We do that, but not that you pull up or I gotta come get you to come. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that, and I'm not being selfish, but it's just I just don't want you to need me.
Yeah,
it's just that simple. And me, I didn't learn how to say no until after 50, unfortunately. when I start saying no, like it's like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I have no interest in that. I'm not doing that. Like
Even showing up to people's functions, you don't have to go to everything.
right.
You don't have to go to everything. I'm not gonna be able to make, even if you have something that you don't even have on the calendar to tell them, hey, I got something, you know what I'm saying, that's conflicting on that date. You don't have to go to everything. And you know what's so crazy is that, so say for instance, I would rather I know my kids want me to cook and stuff like that. But mama, you know what I'm saying, we want you to cook, we miss your cooking, blah, blah, blah. I would rather cook when I feel like it because I'm gonna put the most love into it. It's gonna be good, you know what I'm saying, blah blah blah, versus you, mama, come on, cook, you know what I'm saying. So you feel forced to do this, you see what I'm saying, or you feel obligated.
Right.
Instead of me just saying that, well, I can put that love into it in that time, and I can take my time because this day totally for them.
Right.
So it's a difference in being obligated and feel like you forced, and when you just do it organically. It's a difference. You can choose that too.
Right.
Damn it, don't go. I'm not gonna be there. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be
You don't
there.
have to make up no excuse. Just be like I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
Exactly.
Like, no, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there.
I'm
Like,
not gonna be able to be
have
there.
fun.
You know,
Yeah.
and then because that, and sometimes that can reflect on something else. Like if you're the person who always got to be there, you always got to go to everything. Then the person you're with or whatever, they don't go to everything like that, or they don't do it like that. And you not being, when you're not going all the time, like you ain't being like the goddamn, what you call it, sourpuss or the party pooper.
Yeah.
But sometimes you won't have to be around all that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever energy you don't want to be around people, I'm telling you, man, don't be
Don't do
around
it.
it. You know, that ain't what you want to do. If that ain't what you want to do, hey man, it's alright to say, man, I ain't going to that shit.
You know, one of the biggest things you said, Chris, is that we be so scared of people not fucking with us.
Yeah.
Like we don't want to not come to something or not do something because we be scared they don't fuck with us.
Yeah.
But if they don't fuck with you because you said no,
know,
they didn't fuck with you.
Listen,
Yes.
that part. That part. Yeah.
I mean, it's plain simple.
That's a realization of
Right.
knowing,
Right.
hey man, they did not fuck with you in the get-go.
Right.
Talking to you, my friend, you my goddamn friend. 'Cause I
So it
said
should
no.
never be based on something. If I don't come to one function, now I'm this, that, and the other.
Right.
No. And I done came to 100 before that.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Like you didn't come to the function, or you said no. And then you mad at me because I said no, or you ain't rock with me because I said no, or you ain't rock with me because I didn't come.
Right.
Like you know, hey man, I done got invited to all kinds of stuff and didn't go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't invite me because you know I'm gonna buy a gift. Or you know I'm gonna bring
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yeah. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I mean, you're looking for something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like instead of being genuine.
And not genuinely,
Yeah.
you want that person in the presence of.
Yeah, you want you want that person in my presence. You know what I'm saying? I would like your presence to be here. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you really want something. So you know, like I said, like you know, another stress release is saying no.
Saying no. And you have to be okay with it. If you say no, don't even think about it again.
Yeah.
Once
Not a
you
little-
say no, let it
Not a
go.
little
Don't be
no,
like,
a big no.
now that I said, now
Yeah.
that I said no.
Right.
Yeah, now that I said no, I wonder what they thinking. No, don't even think
Think
beyond the
about that
no.
Yeah.
No.
It's okay.
And bold letters. No.
And move on.
And move on. Don't even
Yep.
think about it no more.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of times you gotta let it go because if you keep wondering about it, that's gonna stress you out too.
It is.
I said no, and that's what it is. Like
That is what it is, man.
you gotta learn it.
No, that is. That's it, man.
Yeah.
I think most people learn it after they get hurt by somebody that they said no to, or they learn it after they've been through so many things, and you say to yourself, "Man, I would have did anything for this person.
Yeah.
And this how they treat me." Then your whole demeanor change, your whole mindset changes.
Yeah.
That happened to me.
Your
That's
whole
why
mindset
my
changes
mind
for
just
real.
changed because I used to be like a person like I don't want to say no because I want to help them. I want to
Yeah.
Now after I've been through some stuff, I'm like I don't give a fuck what they think. You
Yes.
ain't gotta fuck with me no more.
And what? That's what I'm
basically.
saying. What you mean?
Right.
And listen, and I've gone to function that I said that I really didn't want to go to, and I forced myself. So when I get there, I be like, why the hell did I come?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want to have that regret thing. If I feel that way in the beginning, I gotta stick to that. It's there for a
You
reason.
waste your whole time of getting ready, driving over there, wasting time,
Gas.
and get in that motherfucker and be like, damn, why I came here.
Yep.
I don't even feel this. I don't even feel this energy. You already so basically the whole time you want to say no. Hold your mind, man. Say no.
That's
That's
okay.
Like, go to say no because your whole energy energy the whole time is not gonna be right.
Yep.
You're gonna be thrown off. You threw off because you're forcing yourself.
Right.
And you go to the spot.
Yeah.
You got to end up like getting into it with somebody. Somebody broke in your car. You don't have a
But that's
car
your
wreck.
but even just your energy just
Yeah,
off even going
your
into
energy,
it.
I'm saying your energy
Something that you are passionate about and you want to go to, you celebrate somebody, your energy gonna be good walking in that door. You ain't even got a question.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm here to represent. This my girl's birthday. I'm such and such a, you know what I'm saying, in support of somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't even have to question that.
Yeah.
But something that I'm feeling like conflicted about off the real, I'm
got to be
I'm
good.
I'm
You
yeah,
got
I'm
to
saying
be good on that. I'm
Yeah.
good on that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So to end it, man, it's all the last little key point on this for real on this why we leave some healthier parts of this. You know what I'm saying? And basically everybody, as we say every week, these are just our opinions. Real Down Podcast. But these are things that's commonly in our lives. That common thing that we need. You know what I'm saying? So we know that the lack of sleep and rest is key.
Yeah.
We around here getting 4 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep.
That ain't it.
You know what I'm saying? People saying they staying up all day, all night because they can't get no sleep. They can't because you know what I'm saying. And basically sometimes like I said, I'm talking to I'm like the preacher. I preach to the choir.
That's my saying. At the choir over there.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to myself. And you ride them motherfucker, let your mind relax your mind and go and get them 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or 6-7 hours of sleep that you need. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's so crazy? When I was doing my 3-month thing before my 5th year, I was getting into bed. I bullshit y'all now. I was getting into bed by 8 o'clock. 9 at the latest. When I tell you them dark circles around my eyes went away the whole night. When I tell you sleep is key, even as we get older, it is key.
Your body heals itself.
Put your phone on. Put
heals
your
itself while
phone
you sleep.
on D&D. You need complete rest and turn your mind. Turn them
That's the
thoughts
hardest
off.
part right there, though, because I'm guilty of
You
what Chris said.
gotta be able to
I'm-
turn that thing
I'm
off.
I'm constantly thinking about stuff.
Yeah.
I'm constantly. I'll be laying in bed, looking at the ceiling, going, "Man, I wonder if I do such and such, if I turn that around with that." You know what I'm saying? Just thinking, like.
And that's what I'm saying, because it's my whole mindset.
Right.
Even the time when I was, way financially, good, but I still was thinking so much about this, about trying to make some money.
Trying to keep it.
Even now, like, I'm just trying to figure something out, or trying to think about this, think about that, think about that. Your whole mind goes to, it's just like they say, people who rich, stuff like that. They could be rich and everything. They still are going.
But you know what? But that's why you have people when they work out, like in the evening time, they do their evening routines and stuff like that. They tire themselves out.
Yeah.
That way, once you take that shower, you
go
are ready to hit
sleep.
the damn bed.
Right.
You have got to find something that is beneficial to you, but takes you to that point of I gotta lay down and rest, and your body shuts down. You gotta figure that out. Rest is key. I promise you, rest is key.
Rest is key.
Yeah,
For real.
because if you don't get that rest, your body will end up telling you, and
One way or
being up
another.
shutting down in ways.
It's gonna
I
tell you.
promise you, it will tell on you. When you start even getting damn delusional, at sometimes you be like I can't even. Like, what am I even doing?
Right.
Because you that far gone. I have not even had no sleep. I am exhausted. So that's why I say, so all of that stuff. So as far as the stress, your eating habits, your jobs, relationships, finances, you getting the proper sleep and all that stuff, all of this stuff ties into
Harboring on these different things.
right
that you-
resentment.
unforgiveness and stuff like that.
So we have definitely got to find ways, y'all, to figure it out, and to each his own, because everybody is different. But this is meant for you to maybe take this time and take inventory. Take inventory to say, what can I do in these different areas to make it better? Because I do want to be here for myself,
Right.
but for my kids and my grandkids and stuff like that too. Because now we're seeing people dying. They're not even living past their 50s at all.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why I said this is our podcast. Like I said, these are our opinions, and we bring this stuff because we want to be relatable and connect with you guys. But we also want to push it out to you to be held accountable for your life, because that's your life, and you have people that depend on you. So if something happens with you, if you're the matriarch or the patriarch of that family, probably everything up under you will crumble because they relying on you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
You
right.
set the tone.
Most
That's how we got to start looking at that for sure.
What they say, lead by example, I guess.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, basically, like I said, we like we just said, but we preaching to the choir. You know what I'm saying?
Most
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll end on that note. You know, we started a little late, but we had to keep it going, man. Cause one thing about it, we get locked in. We get locked in. We'll keep rolling because it's so much to talk about and so much to do. You know what I'm saying? And all about starting with you. You know what I'm saying? Look at that mirror, man. Start with yourself, man, because we got to change the narrative.
Yeah.
We got to change the narrative. We got to try to, and then one thing I guess that you can just focus on you doing it yourself, starting with you. Look yourself in the mirror. Hey, man, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to focus on. So I guess you can write this stuff down. Like I'm doing all the stuff I'm talking about. I'm saying I'm doing it myself now. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing stuff down. I'm trying to manifest this. I'm trying to do this.
Aw,
Trying
so
to,
proud of you. So proud of him. So proud of him.
Trying. So I'm trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that was going. You know what I'm saying? So hey, man.
And that's the thing about it. So even for next week, that's Labor Day weekend. So
Right, yeah.
so we are taking a time away for the holiday. So we won't be here. We want to love on our family. We want to enjoy holiday and
Most
just
definitely.
have time for ourselves.
Most
So
definitely.
you guys do the same, and we'll be
Right.
back that following week.
You know what I'm saying? Fine, we'll be
Yes.
back, you know what I'm saying? I was just finna say, man, you took the words out of my
We
mouth,
got to
man.
talk about September 27th.
Yes.
Oh,
We
most
gonna
definitely,
have
most
the
definitely.
Misfits Radio TV, all the podcasts, and
Yeah.
Real Atlanta podcast.
Almost
Meet and
definitely.
greet.
We gonna have the meet and greet
Yes.
day party at
Right.
what is
Boss.
Boss Atlanta.
On Fairburn Road.
Right,
Okay,
right,
Big
right.
Oomph spot.
Yes.
From 2 to 6.
2 to 6.
Yes.
We doing the damn thing, you know what I'm saying, on the 27th.
So we can't wait to see you guys. We're going to plug it every week
Live
for sure.
stream. We
Yeah.
gonna live stream. Y'all gonna come in, sit down, have an interview with us
Yeah.
for free. I mean, we gonna set the table up. We gonna set 4 mics around the table.
Yeah.
Come slide in, talk to
Hey,
us.
you
Absolutely.
wanna stay,
We
come
can't
in,
wait.
Check us out.
Right.
We definitely gonna plug that more and more every week when we come back. We come back, we're gonna take 1 week off when we back, you know what I'm saying? Live and in living color.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Doing our thug fizzle.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? That's us, man. The Real Atlanta Podcast.
We appreciate
Hey, we
y'all.
appreciate y'all. Hey man, guess what though? Hey, we coming.
Yay! Yeah.
Yeah, and where we
I'm
from?
from the edge.
Sounds so lovely. Yeah.
For real.